Hello, my name is Keshwani. That's Keshwani, Keshwani. We are here. We are here to learn how to read and write Hindi, and we are also here to learn to read and write Urdu. We are doing both at the same time. Today is our lesson number 40. Let's begin. Today we'll start with a word that we learned long time ago. I did not bother to look up which day it was, but it was on one of those days when we were learning the matras, or to be more precise, when we were learning ek hi matra. Let's look at the word. Here's the che. The name of this letter is che, cha, and this is how we write cha. We don't want che, we want badi. Let's not call it che, because since we're talking about ek hi matra, it gets very confusing if you try to convert the cha into a che and the letter itself is called che. I'm just going to call it cha. Let's convert this cha into che, and we do that by putting badi here. That's ek hi matra, as you already know, and that will look like this. We do not want, this is a choti ek hi matra. We do not want choti ek hi matra, we want badi ek hi matra. And when we want badi ek hi matra in Urdu, all you have to do is put a zabar on top of the letter. And now it's a badi ek hi matra. Che. To which we're going to add the letter no, noon. That's it. There's your word. The word is chain. Let's write it in Urdu. So the cha, when it joins, it looks like this, as you already know. When choti hai or badi hai, when choti hai or badi hai, when they join, right here, when the choti hai or badi hai, when they join, in the middle of the word, they always look like this, and then we have a no, with a zabar there. There we go. And now the word reads chain. Do you know what chain means? Chain means calmness, tranquility, sukoon. That's another word we learned, sukoon. Synonym of chain is sukoon. Let's learn this word since I brought it up. Let me put the chain on the top. Sukoon is a word that we already learned when we were learning uki matra. Sukoon. So, we don't want sa, we want su. I had to write it to remember how it's, and then ka will take a badi uki matra. Badi uki matra, you join with the vav and the ulta pest. So then we have su, ku, and no. And when you write it, it's going to look like this. Then you make one more to join the ka and then the vav. That's choti uki matra. This is badi uki matra, and then sukun. Let's put it here. So that's the choti uki matra, su, then ku, and a no. I'm going by my memory, whether I'm not sure if sukoon is spelled with a K or a Q. But anyway, the word is sukoon. I should have looked it up. This is not something that's in my part of my lecture. It just came up in my mind out of the blue. Sukoon, chain. That means to have calmness, to have tranquility, to have peace in your heart. Sukoon. If you're feeling peaceful, if you're feeling tranquil, if you're feeling calmness, you say, mujhe sukoon hai. I'm feeling calm, I'm tranquil, I'm at rest, my heart is at rest. Let's learn one more word, a synonym of chain and sukoon. And the word is karar. The word is karar. Now the way it is written, Hindi spelling, that spelling is not correct, because what I wrote down here is going to look like this. Karar, which is not correct. Karar is spelled with a Q. Kaf. So we need a dot here. Karar. And will look like this. Let's put it together here, right underneath the other, so it looks nice. Karar. Karar is a word that you will not find in the day-to-day speech, in the daily speech. People talk about sukoon. People talk about chain. Chain se neend aa gayi thi. Chain se neend aa gayi thi. I slept very well. I slept in peace. I slept with calmness. I felt tranquil when I was sleeping. Sukoon se neend aa gayi thi. same thing, but nobody's going to say मुझे करार से नींद आ गई थी. Karar is very much a word you will find in the poetry, not in a day-to-day speech. Karar. Now to these three words, we're going to add a prefix, not a suffix. Suffix come at the end. Prefix, of course, that is called pre, obviously it comes before. And the prefix that we're going to add is be. 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 Be means without, lacking, absence of something, lacking something, without something. So all of a sudden, we don't have a chain. We are bechain. Bechain means somebody who's not peace, who's not feeling peace, somebody who lacks tranquility, somebody who lacks calmness. How do you write be? It's very simple. You add a be to a badi hai. Be. 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 There you go. Now it reads bechain, bekarar, besukoon. But every once in a while, some people, not always, it doesn't usually happen with chain and sukoon. Because if you add be to it, it's going to look very weird. I have never seen it. But with karar, every once in a while, you will see that people will write be together with karar. So they use it this year like this, be karar. But it still is be karar. Be karar means be chain, be sukoon. So that's the first vocab word we have to learn. Let's learn the next vocab word. And be is a prefix you will find many times. There are dozens of words in Urdu language where you can stick a be as a prefix and it becomes an antonym. I'm not going to write all of them on the blackboard because otherwise we'll be here for forever. So I'm going to recite them to you. I have about half a dozen. For example, you know what asal means? Asal means, from asal we have the word asli. If agar koi cheez asli hai, that means it's genuine, it's real. Asal means something that is founded, something that is true, something that is real. Antonym would be beasal. Beasal means unfounded, not true. Beasal. Aapka, well, I was going to say claim. I don't know how to say claim in Urdu. So let's just use claim. Aapka claim beasal hai. Your claim is unfounded. It has no foundation. It's not real. Beasal. Bewafa. Wafa means to be faithful, to have fidelity. If a partner is unfaithful, you will say, wo bewafa hai, unfaithful hai. Unjust. How do you say unjust? Just is insaf. Insaf means just. You say be-insaf. Parda. Parda means veil. The Muslim women, some Muslim women, they wear a veil. And if you see a woman without a veil, you say be-parda. Be-parda means without veil. Be-etbat. Etbat means to be reliable. Be-itbat means something that is not reliable. Be-intiha. Intiha means something that has a limit, something that ends. Be-intiha means limitless. It just goes on forever. Limitless. Endless. उन्होंने मुझे बे-इंतिहा तंग किया था. He annoyed me endlessly. उन्होंने मुझे बे-इंतिहा तंग किया था. Be-intiha. Endless. Limitless. Be-iman. Be-iman. Imandar. You must have heard imandar. Imandar means to be honest. Be-iman means somebody who's not honest, dishonest. The be is the dis part. Be-haya. Haya means to have shame. Be-haya is something you will hear in the poetry. Be-haya means somebody who is shameless. Be-haya, be-iman, be-intiha, be-etibat, be-parda, be-insaf, be-wafa, be-asal. There are many more words. You just stick a be in front of it, it becomes an antonym. What we're going to encounter in what we're about to write is this word. Bekarar. Bekarar means to be restless. Bekarar, it's an adjective. If you're bekarar, wo bekarar hai. You see, it's an adjective, a describing person. If you want to convert adjective to a noun, adjective to a noun, you will simply add iki matra, badi iki matra, bekarari. Bekarari means restlessness. Bekarari means restlessness, lack of tranquility, lack of peace. Let's begin. I have no idea how many minutes I've spent on this thing, but I wanted to do it properly. The next vocabulary, that word we have to learn before we can write what we want to write, is this word. Alif with a zir. There, as you know, acts as a choti e ki matra. So we write E like this, to which we have in, then we have ta, and then we have za. Notice I wrote the za first because whenever anything that calls for a sound z in Hindi is very simple. Life is sweet and simple in Hindi because we have only one z. We have to deal with the four bloody ones. Yeah, trust me, they are all bloody because you have to know which z to use, which z to use. Zal or ze or zwat or a zoin. This word that we are about to write calls for a zoin. Looks like this right there. To which we're going to have aki matra right there, and then r. And now it reads intazar. Do you know what intazar means? Intazar means to wait. Intazar. Intazar. It's very much an Urdu word. I don't know whether it's a word, whether it's actually Persian or Arabic, whether it came from Arabic or Persian, but I'm almost 99.9% sure that it's not a Hindi word. It very much sounds like a Persian word or Arabic word, intazar. Let's write it together. So there's E, this is a N, and a T, and a Za, this is Z, Alif, this is the Alif part, and then a Ra. In, T, Za, intazar. Maybe it doesn't look right. It does not look right at all. What the hell did I do wrong? No, that's correct. That's correct. The reason it does not look like it because it shouldn't have gone like this. It should have gone straight. That's what it is. It should have gone, there we go. That looks much better. If you can tell the difference. Intazar means to wait. Let's begin. The first word we can write is ma with a choti e. Me, and then ta with aki matra. Mita. Mita. Let's put it together. That's how we write. Mita. Mita intazar. Mita intazar. दिल का. मिटा इंतजार दिल का. There we go. Mita intazar dil ka. What does it mean? Mita intazar dil ka. Mita means to erase. Mitana means to erase something. To erase something, to expunge something, to get rid of something. Mita. If you make a mistake, your teacher might say, Mita de usko aap. Erased it. It's wrong. Mitaye usko aap. Galat hai ye. Mitana means to erase, to end something. Here it says, Mita intazar dil ka. The weight of my heart was waiting. Intazar means wait. Dil ka means of my heart. Mita intazar dil ka. The weight of my heart finally ended. My heart no longer has to wait. The wait has ended. Mita intazar dil ka. Let's do the next part. I'm not going to continue this at the same time because it's going to get too crowded. So I'm going to write the next three words by themselves. What we need is ha. We don't need a ha, we need a hu. But we don't need a choti u ki matra, we need a badi u ki matra. You know how to make badi u ki matra. You take a vowel and you put a ulta pesh. Now it's a hu. So ulta pesh would be, badi u ki matra would be like this, hu. And then we need e. So this is hu, to which we're going to add e. Alif and badi. Badi ki. So alif and choti ye gives us badi ki matra, so it looks like this. Hui. It reads hui. Means something happens. Hui. Hua, hui. Usko dukh hua. He felt the pain. Wo khamosh hui. She was silent. Hui. Let's put it together. So ha, and then you can make one more loop for the vowel, ulta pesh, And then when you write alif and the ye, choti ye together, we have learned this many times. Alif is going to replace, alif goes away, and we can replace it with hamza. Hui. Hui. Khatam. The next word we want is khatam. Khe. This is a khe with a dot there. Not the other khe which is kaf and a he. This is also khe, which is written like this, which is the exact equivalent of kh. That's what we do in English. But we have another khe, and that's the khe we want here. Khe, khatam. To signify that we need this khe and not this khe that we wrote here is the exact equivalent of kha. That's it. That's the exact equivalent. This is approximately, well, by the time you put a dot, which is what the dot signifies, that we're looking for this K. Kha, kha, ta, ma. You know what khatam means? Khatam means to finish something, to end something. Khatam. Let's put them together. So kha, when it joins, it looks like this. Then we have a ta, then we have a ma. Kha, ta, and then ma. Hui khatam. Ah, there you go. That's the one. Hui khatam. That's the vocab word we learned. We did it right in the beginning. Bekarari. And this, I'm going to write it as two words. Bekarari. I don't have to explain it because we just learned it. Bekarari. You know what? Since I wrote Bekarari as one word in Hindi, and notice the dot underneath it. This dot reminds us that we're dealing with a Q. We're dealing with a Q and not a K. Since we wrote this as a one word, I'm going to also write in Urdu as one word. So here's your be, and then ka, be, ka, ra, ri. There you go. Hui khatam bekarari. Let's read the whole line together. Mita intizar dil ka. Mita means to erase, to end, to expunge. Mita intizar dil ka. The weight of my heart ended. Hui khatam bekarari. That was the khatam means to finish. That was the end. That was the finish. That was the ending of my restlessness, my unease. I was not feeling tranquil before. That ended. Now I feel tranquil. That was the end of my restlessness. That was the end of my uneasiness. Mita intizar dil ka. The weight of my heart ended. Let's look at the next line. So that was it. They both read the same exact thing. You see how nice it is? Hui khatam bekarari. Hui khatam bekarari. You know, if you had asked me just a few months ago to write this thing, I would not be able to write it. I wanted to learn it. I did it. Now I cannot make a claim that I can read and write Hindi because I'm at the very basic level, probably schoolboys level. But still, I can read and write. There you go. And if you're here to learn Urdu, then by this time in the story, by lesson 40, you can read what I just wrote here in Urdu. Remember, we started our journey with alif mat a, and then ma, ama, apa. That's how we started. We have come a long way. Let's do the next line. Wo. In Hindi, even though it takes a he, in Hindi you simply write with the o ki matra. Wo. And then the next word is something also we have learned it before. Noon, zoin, and re, nazar. Nazar means to look, the sight. Nazar can also mean eyes. वो नजर के सामने, वो नजर के सामने. Well, before we do सामने, let's put the nazar together. वो नजर के सामने सा not a. वो नजर के सामने सीन, अलिफ, सा, म, नून एंड बड़ी है. आ की मात्रा एंड छोटी ए की मात्रा. सा, म, ने. वो नजर के सामने. Let's put them together. So, sa, ma, ne. There you go. This thing that you see here, this one big loop, technically should have been 2 loop and then one more for the alif. That's a sa. So it should be 2 loop and then one for alif, sa, ma, ne. There we go. But sometimes people are lazy. They don't want to do 2 loops for seen and then another one, they just write. And the reader will understand it. That's सामने. वो नजर के सामने हैं. है, ये, नून गुन्ना, है, and then नून गुन्ना. But this is not correct. He is a badi ki matra, so we need a zabar. So that's a badi. But so far it reads he. We don't want he, we want he. There we go. वो नजर के सामने है. वो नजर के सामने है. She is in front, or rather he, because it's the lady who's singing it. He is in front of my eyes. Who? Who is in front of our eyes? Well, she goes on to explain. She's going to tell us who is in front of our eyes in the next part. I need to erase it. Before we do the next part, we have to learn a vocab word. The vocab word is sada. Now again, if I wrote the Hindi spelling first, you know why I always write the Hindi spelling first, because Hindi is simple and sweet. You don't have any complication. Because there is only one da, or rather, there is only one sa. If I were to write sada like this, seen and da, it will look like this, seen and then one more loop and this sada. We will learn the meaning of the word in a second, but let's first talk about the spelling. But this spelling would be wrong. Sada is not spelled with a seen. Sada is going to be spelled with a swat. We learned a swat right here. It's an approximate sa. We don't need a seen, we need a swat. This letter is called swat. We learned it on day number 6. Oh, sorry, it doesn't have 2 loops. It just says like this. So when you join it, it's going to look like. It takes second loop because it has to join. Like this. So this is swat, then you one more loop to join it. Sada. You know what sada means? Sada means to call someone. Sada means to call someone. Let's learn one more word. This word, simple word. Pu, ka, pu, ka, pukar, pukarna. Pukarna is synonym of sada. Here's another word. Bu, la, na. Bu, badi U ki matra. La, na, bulana. I am not 100% sure if it's badi U ki matra in the correct spelling in Urdu or choti U ki matra. I should prepare ahead of time. It's just coming to me. किसी को सदा देना का मतलब होता है किसी को बुलाना, किसी को पुकारना. To call someone. Pukarna, bulana, sada dena, same thing. Sada means to call someone. Sada. The plural of sada would be sadaएं. 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 Like this. Let me check the Hindi spelling. Yes, that's right. You can either put a dot or you can put a half moon. Sadaएं. Sadaएं means is the plural. Sada. To आवाज देना, किसी को पुकारना, to call someone. Let's write what we want to write now. I shouldn't have done that. I'm not sure. It looks fine to me. Bulana. Bulana must have badi u ki matra, not choti u ki matra. Where was I? वो नज़र के सामने है. We just did that. वो नज़र के सामने है. It's in front of me. जिसे जीम छोटी की मात्रा से let's put it together. So it's Jim and then Sin and Ye. Jim is going to take a जिसे हमने now this ne that you see there, technically it should be a loop there for the noon. This is the noon. This small thing is the noon there. But people are sloppy. They just write this like I did here with no loop at all. That's fine. This is fine. People will understand. It's perfectly legible. जिसे हमने दी here's the word सदाएं. This is getting too sloppy. That's a he I wrote down. I meant to say the. See, I was trying to be too clever. I was trying to come across as too sophisticated, and I should know better, because whenever I try that, I fail miserably. Let's slow down. जिसे हमने दी सदाएं. सदाएं. Sadaएं with the noon gunna. This part that you see there is the noon gunna. That's this part. I don't know what it is called in Hindi. Sa, da, and then this is not sada a. It's not sada a. It's sada a. Sada a. The noon, the nasalized sound at the end is that symbol right there. Sadaएं. जिसे हमने दी सदाएं. What that means is जिसे हमने दी सदाएं, for whom I was calling. Sada means to call someone. जिसे हमने दी सदाएं, for whom I was calling. वो नज़र के सामने है जिसे हमने दी सदाएं. He's standing right before my eyes, for whom I was calling. मिटा इंतज़ार दिल का, हुई ख़त्म बेकरारी. मिटा इंतज़ार दिल का, the end of my heart, the weight of my heart ended. हुई ख़त्म बेकरारी. It was the end of my restlessness. He was standing right before my eyes, for whom I was calling. वो नज़र के सामने हैं जिसे हमने दी सदाएं. That's it. No, I feel good about it. I think we did all right. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Bye now.